Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about stress and stress management as part of course 4 Approaches to Counseling Therapy 2 semester 2 module 2 on behalf of Rabindranath Tagore University Faculty of Education. This is Dr. Kalyan Chakravarti. Let's begin. First of all, let's look at the objectives of this session. To study and discuss basic reasons for stress, facts about stress, types of stress, symptoms and stress indicators, measurement of stress activity, effects of stress. These are the objectives of this session. It is not stress that kills us, it is our reaction to it. Hans Seele said this. It means most of the human beings, any individuals, irrespective of their background, their position, or status in any society, in any world. For them, it is not stress that is killing them, but it is their reaction to it. That's what experts say. Now let's quote certain things from various agencies. More than 2/3 of the people are suffering from work-related stress. This is recent ICMR study. Then another survey says stress is now number one reason behind sickness from work. Industrial Society says in 9 out of 10 organizations, workplace stress is undermining performance and productivity. News reports say that pandemic created more stress in IT, infra, and many industries across the globe. Alarming facts. The study commissioned by e-learning provider Skillsoft surveyed 3,000 people and found that 97% of IT professionals report daily stress stemming from user complaints, managers, and deadlines. Common complaints included stress due to taking on other people's work, lack of job satisfaction, lack of control over daily duties, managerial pressure, interruptions, and bullying. For more information, you can look at the source. Now, let's discuss types of stress. Number one is normal stress, which is normal reactions to environmental or internal disturbances, and it's curable. So this stress is curable. For example, your expectations, peer pressure from your colleagues, from your co-fellows, class fellows, anybody, and comparisons. These are the common reasons which stem stress out of it. Then comes eustress. It is related to work or assignment, neither too hard nor too easy. For example, body workout, job, and event management. In such occasions, this is done because we like it. Body workout is done because you want to be fit. Job is your requirement, and events are happening around. So, some stress is created, but this is positive stress, which is called eustress. Then third type is distress, which occurs when stress is severe, unbearable, and pulled for a long time. Example, unnecessary commitments, overperforming, and trying to please everybody. Unnecessary commitments like in 1 hour, you want to do several activities. Then overperforming. Some have this habit of performing too much because they like it, but that creates some stress and it leads to distress. And some have the habit of pleasing everybody. They keep on saying yes, 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 just to please somebody at the cost of their own peace. So that causes distress. Now, this graph shows the levels of stress indicator. If you make a graph of levels of stress against your performance in a day or in an hour, as much as you want to measure, then from calm situation to optimal performance level when you reach, then it becomes eustress, that is positive, bearable. After that, beyond eustress level, if you stretch something, then it becomes distress, and that has to be dealt with, and it is also called burnout. Now this picture suggests how we are pulling on our stress and how it is measured here. So how do you measure a stress? For example, hold a water bottle. It's a small activity for you. Hold a water bottle in your hand like this, straight, okay, and hold it for some time like this. Then after some time, just check what happens. There is a strain in your hand because on your hand you applied some strain. Why? Because you are holding a bottle like this and it is pulling your hand. That's how strain is created. But the weight of the bottle is not changing, but the strain in your hand is changing. It is becoming heavy. So this small activity indicates that if you keep stress for a long time on your mind or in your heart or anywhere in the human body, then that creates some problems. Now, reasons for stress. Modern life, hopes, dreams, desires, expectations, frustrations, and failures. All these are the reasons for your stress. Then comes no satisfaction, no emotional support, no support of any type. Then the buzzwords like stress, tension, burnout, we keep hearing these things. Then there is a correlation between anxiety, general irritability, or sleeplessness. It is like blind men trying to describe an elephant, partial and half-baked knowledge. If you try to explain or understand what is stress, for example, four blind men try to experience an elephant because they can't see it. Somebody catches hold of its trunk, somebody catches hold of his ears, and somebody catches hold of the legs, and each one feels the size in a different way and they describe it in a different way. All are correct though, but the real elephant is very big and unimaginable for this blind man. Similarly, when it comes to stress also, we describe in a different way, but the real stress is different. Now, what is the impact? There are several types of impacts on human beings. For example, physical impact, physiological impact, psychological impact, social impact, and occupational functioning. What are they? Physical impact, you feel body pain, backache, etc. Physiological, it is internal. Maybe stomach pain, headache, it is coming from inside. Psychological, your behavior, your attitude, your personality changes. Social, because of these things, in society also, you won't be able to perform properly. Then all these things lead to your occupational dysfunction. You won't be able to perform properly. That's the idea. Then, are there any techniques to manage before it is too late? That is a natural question emerging from all this discussion. Now, there are some questions for you to think. Why people are dissatisfied? Why people are emotionally weak? What support do they want? These are some of the questions which will help you before you go into manage your stress. Now, symptoms of stress. How do you know that you are stressed out? It is a scientific fact that 30 hormones are released because of stress, including adrenaline and cortisol. And they lead to fight or flight stress response. That is a response you get. Flight or fight. What are the symptoms of stress? Tense muscles in the neck, jaw, head, or backaches. Then indigestion, stomachache, ulcers, bowel congestion, gas and constipation. Then mentally, confusion, boredom, anxiety, nervousness, helplessness, and hopelessness. Then comes lack of concentration, exhaustion, insomnia, depression. Getting angry with others, isolation, run away or suicidal tendency, and taking out frustration on others. And a severe stress indicator is excessive boozing, smoking, chewing tobacco, drugs, sleep disorders, and so on. Now, stress is the body's automatic response to any physical or mental demand placed on it. Now, too much stress may cause an unproductive anxiety level. There are so many examples. For example, a small boy is hitting on a wood and which is making some marks because of some stress, some anger is showing out. Then after some time, if you try to paint that table on which there are already cut marks, you may be able to cover the marks, but still some traces are there. So stress is also like that. If you are exposed to stress for a long time, you may face some troubles in future. That is ideal. Then anger. I have seen in different countries like India and Oman, when accidents happen, people fight with each other. And in some countries like Oman, people don't fight at all. When accidents occur, they silently get down from their vehicles and look at each other's vehicle without shouting at each other. They inform the police that there is an accident. Then police comes there and they settle the issue. Then it goes to mechanic garage and the losses are borne by both the parties. That's the way to resolve things. But here, when accidents happen, we fight and jam the traffic further. So all these are examples for stress. Let's stop it here because this is the uh, stress module and there are so many things to be discussed on this. Uh, so this is module 2, stress management, under course 4, approaches to counseling therapy 2, semester 2, as part of postgraduate diploma in guidance and counseling. Thank you so much. Namaste.